There's three main rules for gifting. The person that was gifted last has to go next, and you can only gift someone that does not already have a gift. Gifts have to be equal or larger than what you yourself were given, but they have to be as small as possible. And you gain status if you meet a need exactly. So we'll look at what that looks like. So every player has a house, and on our house cards there's a number of resources. You can see each house needs a number of blue, green, red, and yellow resources. So we fill this by taking a card from our hand and gifting it to another player. A gave a resource to C, C gives two blue resources to B, and B gives two yellow resources to D. And D gives two red resources to A. So that's the round, and each player takes their cards out into their storage area, and then everybody draws after the round is done. We draw back up to 6 cards total for every player. So in the new round, we have A giving a gift of 2 blue resources to B. Then B has to give a gift of 3 yellow to C. And C already had 1 yellow resource and needed 4 total. So B gets 1 status marker for filling C's need exactly. So C gives the next gift of 3 resources to D, and because C filled D's need exactly, C gets a status marker too. So D gives the last gift of 3 resources to A, and that's the round. So we take all the cards off into each player's storage area, and then we deal back up to 6 cards per player. So A received the last gift last time, so A starts the round again, and A gives a gift of 3 yellow to D, but D already had 1 yellow, so this goes over how many resources D needed, and A does not get a status marker. So D gives a gift of 4 green to C, and that meets C's needs exactly, so D does get a status marker. So C has to give a gift of 4 resources, and C can actually combine resources to do this. So in this case, C gives a total of 4, 2 green and 2 red, and this meets A's needs exactly because A already had 2 red resources. So C gets a status marker, and because A just received a gift, A has to give another gift to someone else. And A gives a gift of 4 yellow to B, and we take the cards away into our storage areas for each player, and then we deal back up to 6 cards total for each player, including 2 cards for C because C gave away 2 cards, and that's the round. Okay, so what if you don't have enough cards when it's your turn? So in this next round, C needs to give a gift of 5 to B, and B only needs yellow. C only has 2 yellow, so C is going to ask A for help. A could give 2 yellow or 3 yellow, but in order to meet B's needs exactly, A is going to give the 3 yellow. So C gets a status marker for meeting B's needs exactly, and A gets a status marker for helping somebody who asked for help. So you gain status by filling a need exactly, sharing a resource with someone who needs to give a gift, and every player gets a status marker at the end of the game if every player's needs are met. But you lose status if you can't share with someone who needs to give a gift, and every player loses a status marker at the end of the game if any player has an unfulfilled need. So everybody wins or loses status at the end of the game. You end the game when one player's needs are completely met or no one can give a gift, even by combining resources. So when you end the game, either because one player has all their needs met or because nobody can give a gift, then the person who received the last gift takes their hand, and if they have any needs that they still need filled, they fill their needs using the cards from their hand. And then they pass their cards to their left. That player uses their own hand and the first player's hand to fill any needs that they have left, and they take all of those cards, pass them all to the left, and each player does the same until everybody's needs are met. Then you see if everybody's needs are met, everyone gets a status marker. If you still have anybody that doesn't have their needs filled after all of the hands have gone all the way around the table, then everyone loses a status marker and the game is done.